Welcome back, folks. Buckle up because today we're diving into a situation that's got the entire political world in a twist. Picture this: South Africa wants to rename one of its most prominent streets, Sandton Drive, to, wait for it, Leila Khalid Drive. Yes, you heard that right. And for those of you scratching your heads, who is Leila Khalid? Well, don't worry, we're going to unpack all of it, from the name change to the US freaking out about it. So, let's dive right in, shall we? Leila Khalid, a name that will likely stir up all kinds of emotions, depending on your political perspective, is a Palestinian icon. Born in 1944 in Haifa, she quickly made headlines at the ripe age of 25 for becoming the first woman to hijack a plane. Now, if you're thinking, hey, sounds like a bold move, you're not alone. She did it as part of her cause with the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, PFLP, to bring attention to the plight of Palestinians. And whether you think she's a hero or a villain really depends on which side of the global ideological divide you sit on. For Palestinians and their supporters, she's a freedom fighter. For others? Well, let's just say she's more of a controversial figure. Fast forward to 2024. The Johannesburg City Council, probably hoping for a little drama, decides that Sandton Drive, the street right near the US Embassy in Johannesburg, should now bear Khalid's name. Now, I don't know about you, but nothing says we're really trying to make a point here more than renaming a street after someone with such a divisive legacy. The official reason? To honor her role in the Palestinian struggle. Oh, and to show solidarity with the Palestinians. A nice little "we stand with you" statement. Sounds pretty harmless, right? Except, well, not really. The pushback? Oh, it's been juicy. The African Christian Democratic Party, ACDP, has been quick to call this distasteful, which, let's be honest, is an understatement. Their argument? This isn't going to fix Johannesburg's infrastructure issues. You know, the small things like roads, water, and electricity. And I get it, right? Maybe a street renaming should come second to ensuring people actually have clean water to drink. Meanwhile, the Democratic Alliance, DA, has submitted over 5,500 objections. They've got issues with the costs involved in all this, and really, who can blame them? A name change probably doesn't come cheap. Then there's the South African Zionist Federation, SAZF, who've gone full throttle, warning that this whole move could lead to some real diplomatic disasters, especially with the US. They're right to be concerned. After all, the US isn't exactly known for being chill about things like this. In fact, they've made it clear they're not fans. How clear? Well, Joel Pollak, who's apparently the leading candidate for US ambassador to South Africa, straight up threatened to close the US consulate in Johannesburg if the name change happens. Talk about diplomatic tension. And here's where the plot thickens. In a beautifully timed move, the US has recently decided to cut aid to South Africa. Why? Oh, just some little things like land expropriation laws and, violence against white farmers. It's a mess. Donald Trump even went so far as to expel South Africa's ambassador after calling them out for race baiting. So, just in case South Africa wasn't already irritated with US foreign policy, this whole Leila Khalid street thing really seems like the cherry on top. But let's not forget the South African government's perspective, because, of course, they've got their own narrative. The ANC is all about standing in solidarity with Palestine, and they see this as a move to resist Western imperialism. Because, let's be honest, if you're South Africa, you probably feel pretty okay with poking the US in the eye every now and then. It's not just about renaming a street, it's about making a statement, And if that statement irritates the US, then so be it. After all, wasn't that the whole point of fighting apartheid in the first place? Now, let's not forget the practical side of things. Businesses along Santon Drive are probably not jumping for joy about this proposal. I mean, imagine having to change all your paperwork, signage, and just, deal with the chaos that comes with rebranding a street. The DA's criticisms seem to hit home for a lot of locals who feel that maybe, just maybe, there are more important things to focus on, like, I don't know, making sure people don't have to sit in the dark because of power cuts. The public reaction? It's all over the place. Some people are all about it, seeing it as a way to show solidarity with oppressed people everywhere. Others? Well, they're more along the lines of maybe we should focus on fixing the potholes instead. Not exactly the most inspiring call to arms for social change, right? So here we are, South Africa wants to rename a street after a woman who's been a thorn in the side of the West for decades. The US is throwing a tantrum. And the people of Johannesburg are somewhere in the middle, trying to figure out whether to get behind the move or just roll their eyes and hope it all goes away. In the end, it's a classic case of a government trying to make a bold statement, while international powers scramble to save face. It's a mess, but it's a mess that's both fascinating and hilariously predictable. So, stay tuned, because this drama isn't over yet. If South Africa's government isn't already sharpening its knives for another round of diplomatic sparring, I don't know what they're doing.